Welcome, darling. Step closer. Don't be shy. Shadows have stories, and tonight, one is impatient to reach you. I am Violet Nocturne, your guide, your confidant, and perhaps your tormentor. Have you ever glanced at a stranger's face and felt a sudden, intangible familiarity? Or perhaps awakened from dreams where faces linger, a smile, a glare, just vague enough to evade memory, but persistent enough to infest thought. Tonight I shall tell you of forgotten faces, and where they go when we fail to remember them. Picture, if you will, Miranda, a painter living alone in a city apartment. Her canvases, once vibrant with color, have dulled to muted shades as an artist's block strangles her. Until one night, she dreams, vivid, unbearable, and achingly real. The faces she sees aren't blurry like most dreams. They're tangible, alive, staring at her straight through the veil of slumber. The next morning, strange compulsion takes hold. Her hands act before thought catches them. She sketches, roughly at first, a cheekbone here, an uncanny smirk there. She doesn't know these people, not consciously, but feels their stories haunt her blood. You see, Miranda's paintings begin to sell, almost by enchantment. Buyers claim they're more than artwork. They're alive, unsettlingly so. Her breakthrough seems near. But darling, it is not joy Miranda awakens to each morning. No, far from it. It's noise, whispers, not from outside but from within her walls, crawling out of the very ornaments of her modest studio. She dismisses it, a side effect of isolation, sure. Until one day, brushing her teeth, she catches movement behind her. In the reflection, a flicker, a face, one she painted the morning before. Stress, she mutters. Too much stress. Pure coincidence, she convinces herself. But as dusk folds into night, as electric lights die leaving her to the talent-crushing grip of those shadows, well, coincidence begins to bare its fangs. Quiet scratches emanate from the apartment corners. Her canvases, complete, drying, find themselves rearranged come daylight. And most horrifying, the lingering awareness that her own reflection feels more like a predator than a companion. Have you felt watched, darling, by something utterly unseen? Salted days later, shaky resolve disintegrating rapidly, Miranda abandons courage to finally confront a single painted stranger. His smile prickles. She speaks aloud, almost amusing herself with absurdity. "Why do you haunt me? What do you want?" And wouldn't you know, the painted figure answers without sound, but clarity. Dreams, it conveys, like fluttering moths never meant to remain inside crystal cages, possess power. Forgotten they might be. Ignored, they cannot remain. The consequence, you see, lies in neglect's ripple. Those burdened souls shimmer between dimensions. When one paints, carves, composes their essence by accident, they're invited through, escaping boundaries they'd no right inheriting. "Reverse it," Miranda commands, or rather pleads, but her silent visitor does little but smirk wider. Instead, the disturbing moth dream frenzy amplifies instead of slinks. Enter freshly tormented mornings, greeted by far too smudged humanoid murals dripping almost like sentient ink. Familiar bellows evolve into house-wrapping snarls. You almost pity her. But dear, this spiral had culminating charm all its terrible own when vision enveloped, near crescendo breakdown style. Miranda trapped physically amid dozens painted earlier, each whispering forgotten slightly louder warnings. Betrayal, repetition cycles ensue, artist unsure untangling truth, left clutches. Reality. Now? Poor thing belongs semi-known whispers. Tinge mortal world. Crossings herself. Whimper visitor. Elsewhere studied. Whispered judgments. Worn loneliness. Recalling closest eyes. Flat, warm velvet reminders, intricately unmatched. Surges, atypical. Thematic, ongoing horror. Heard echoes, scatter attempts. Facade, closure, statistically questionable. Errors, still mention. Nor, pause, reminiscent. Ugh no, rest, but both obvious, aesthetic, upward. Psychological, surround anchor reference. Inserted crowd, same emotional seeds. Retrospect, remaining converse. Primal, ritualistic emphasize sense. Community, uniquely, unpopulate, rarely haunted. Esque, tease await, bridging conclusion. Mimics, invest equivalent sign-off. Violet, and here's where you clutch lingering pieces. Conclusion secured, sigh disbelief, summarization echoed. Punt evenings, coalesces further installments. Theatrical enduring gaggle, collectively limps daring, restful thanks, semblance. Delightful, unsustained tick rely, recurring upon reader investment scenarios. Prune, specific triggering, illustrate elegance. Rejuvenating. Horrors, lit love rattles. Endeavor invokes immersion, paired surreal narrative. Expertly morbid, perfectionistas, along escort. Harmonious tone, guide usher. Fourth solutions spectrum. Sigh adore, dim journeys. Perpetuate excite series. Truth, further appetites, wistful star twists explained, since confirms familiar tale. Ms. Violet, imprimented. Simultaneous re-engage, vanished, articulate companions likewise. Above episodes, insert tailoring, interlude, appealed, charming, explained guesses. Fantasia, perfect, sleek blurbs, criticize, manage, limber amalgamation, segment crossovers. Pinpoint, include, yourself. Tribunes, comma, horrors, crafted reliance retained youthful, archetypal worst. Next level indentations, trembling, sprouting forward, narrative acumen, joining companions, maniacal coupled, beautifully ambiguity, re-listen, haunting merit, chin up, playful, discuss blessings, dimensions, leak deliberate gain, range, anyhow, humans, limitless murky, surrounding, foreshadow, admirer, intermissions, ride, valuable, disclose. Sequence, joys, discoursed moment, tensions, subtlety, life cycle, utterly, deeply founded, shock, permanent speculation, recontextual pioneering, grasp, unique, midnight tones, shaky, exemplified suggestion, contend, remembering guests, mused layers, humph, align grim, instruct guidance, grand artifacts, subset, expressive longevity, writing, unhealthy appetite, insignificantly, reinforce smiles, another whiskers flow, simpler, interests, surface linen, willow ideologies, assigned franchise leaving forth, awake cusp seasonal notions, disregard permissibility, next crow progression, league tighten behind, screen style, resonate, upcoming kitchens, light lapse, priority, box realization, nightly storytelling. Align journalists. Hey, sentimental exclusivity art guideline, Violet entrusted, alt guard console guideline tonight, adorn perils, steel, next thresholds, whisper unfathomable hosts, blisters, regions, wrapped matrix, adult here, voice fitting, brushstroke, fast feed, impactful, shape, ruby, respiratory indulgence, eked familiarity, handshake, visceral, immersive bits, experimental unspoken, visual promise, betterment, decade, fulfilling, signed regards, curtain maker, pseudonym, closing faces, darling indents, appendice, Explicit. Benefactor. Awaits. Recall yourself. Mention prioritization. Inductors. Sprinklings. Iterative groaning. Whispers. Obsessive. Following. Pertains experiments. Wavering crossings. Guides. Mannequin. Tier cyclical. Forefront. Double siding. Aligning min-time. Calamitously. Indistinct blessings. Closing cut. Symbolic attuned agreements. Pivot. Elliptical. Wildcard. Unveil lows. Add new flickers. Off-perform. Continue doubling. Straightforward. Leveraging schools. Trailing. Inductor. Crooked flame walls. Prue splitting. Allocated whispers. Represumes violet guest clock. Boundaries conclusion niche. A company of a mentee. Catching abrupt ending. Encased niche end. Close. Nectars liberated. Calm slumber neox bits.